Your journey into the exciting world of artificial intelligence begins with a single, important step. This step is learning a programming language called Python. Think of Python as the alphabet you need to know before you can write stories. It is the main language used by AI developers and scientists all over the world. The reason for this is simple. Python is known for being easy to read and write. Its commands look a lot like plain English. This makes it a perfect starting point for beginners who have never written a line of code before. You do not need to be a computer genius to start. You just need curiosity and the willingness to learn something new and powerful. Python is not just easy, it is also incredibly powerful for AI tasks. This is because of its large collection of special tools, which we call libraries. These libraries are like pre-built toolkits that make complex jobs much simpler. For AI, libraries like NumPy, Pandas, and scikit-learn are essential. NumPy helps with handling large sets of numbers, which is what all data is to a computer. Pandas makes it easy to organize and clean this data, like arranging files in a cabinet. Scikit-learn provides ready-to-use tools for building your first AI models. By learning Python, you gain access to this entire ecosystem, which speeds up your path to building intelligent systems. Before you can make a machine think, you must be able to give it clear instructions. This is what programming is all about. Learning Python teaches you the fundamental logic of how to communicate with a computer. You will learn about variables, which are like boxes for storing information. You will understand loops, which let the computer repeat a task many times. You will also learn about functions, which are like recipes for the computer to follow. These basic concepts are the building blocks for every AI application you will ever create. Mastering them is the first victory on your path to AI excellence. Getting started with Python is more accessible than ever. There are countless free resources available online. Websites, video tutorials, and interactive coding platforms can guide you step by step. The key is to be consistent. Try to write a little bit of code every day. Start with simple problems, like building a basic calculator or a small game. As you solve these small challenges, your confidence will grow. You will begin to think like a programmer. This mindset, this ability to break down big problems into smaller, manageable parts, is the most valuable skill you will learn. It is the foundation upon which your entire AI career will be built. Once you are comfortable with Python, you can move on to the core of AI. This is a field called machine learning. Machine learning is the science of teaching computers to learn from data without being explicitly programmed for every single task. Instead of writing rules for the computer to follow, you give it examples. For instance, to teach a computer to recognize pictures of cats, you show it thousands of pictures, some with cats and some without. The computer then learns the patterns on its own. It figures out what features, like pointy ears and whiskers, make a picture a cat. This process of learning from experience is what makes the machine intelligent. Within machine learning, there is a more advanced and powerful area called deep learning. Deep learning is inspired by the structure of the human brain. It uses artificial neural networks, which are like a web of interconnected computer neurons. These networks have many layers, and each layer learns to recognize different features. For a picture of a face, a first layer might learn to see simple edges and colors. The next layer might combine these to recognize eyes and a nose. A deeper layer might then put those parts together to recognize a whole face. This layered approach allows deep learning models to understand very complex patterns in data, like speech, images, and text. The main difference between traditional machine learning and deep learning is how they handle data. In traditional machine learning, a human often has to help the computer by selecting the important features from the data. This is called feature engineering. For example, to predict house prices, you might tell the model to pay attention to the number of bedrooms and the square footage. In deep learning, the neural network does this automatically. It discovers the most important features on its own, directly from the raw data. This ability to learn features by itself is what allows deep learning to achieve amazing results on very complex problems. To start with machine learning and deep learning, you can use popular Python libraries. Scikit-learn is fantastic for traditional machine learning models. It makes it easy to build models that can classify data or predict future values. For deep learning, you will use frameworks like TensorFlow or PyTorch. These tools provide the building blocks for creating your own neural networks You can start by building simple networks and training them on well-known datasets. As you practice, you will develop an intuition for how these models work and how to tune them to perform better, just like a mechanic learning to tune an engine for peak performance. Now we enter one of the most talked about areas of AI today, generative AI. While traditional AI is often used to analyze or classify existing data, generative AI is different. Its purpose is to create something entirely new. It can generate new text, images, music, or even code. You have likely already seen examples of this. AI chatbots that can write poems, or AI image generators that can create stunning artwork from a simple text description, are all powered by generative AI. This technology works by learning the underlying patterns and structure of a massive amount of data, and then using that knowledge to produce new content that is similar but unique. The models behind generative AI, like GPT-4 or DALL-E, are a type of deep learning model, often called large language models or foundation models. They are trained on a huge portion of the internet, including text and images. This extensive training allows them to understand language, context, and visual concepts with incredible depth. Because they have learned so much about the world from this data, they can respond to prompts in a way that seems creative and knowledgeable. This ability to generate human-like content is transforming many industries, from marketing and entertainment to software development and scientific research. It is a powerful new tool for human creativity. To build powerful applications with these large language models, developers often use a tool called LangChain. Think of LangChain as a framework that helps you connect a generative model to other resources. A language model by itself is very smart, but it is like a brain in a jar. It does not know what is happening in the world right now, and it cannot take actions. LangChain allows you to give the model arms and legs. You can use it to connect the model to a live data source, like a news website or a company database. You can also connect it to other tools, like a calculator or a search engine, allowing the model to perform actions. Using a framework like LangChain makes building complex AI applications much easier. For example, you could build a customer service chatbot that can answer questions about a user's specific order. With LangChain, you could connect the language model to your company's order database. When a user asks about their order, the system can look up the information in the database and use the language model to generate a friendly, natural-sounding response. This ability to chain together language models with different tools and data sources is what makes it possible to build truly smart and useful applications that can interact with the real world. Learning the theory is important, but the best way to master AI is by building things. This is where you move from being a student to being a creator. Working on real-world projects is essential. Start with a problem that interests you. Maybe you want to build a tool that summarizes long articles, or an app that generates recipe ideas based on the ingredients you have. By working on a project, you will face real challenges that you cannot find in a textbook. You will have to find and clean your own data, choose the right model, and figure out why it is not working as expected. This hands-on experience is invaluable. A key part of building modern AI applications is connecting your model to other tools and systems. This is often done using APIs, which stands for Application Programming Interfaces. An API is like a menu at a restaurant. It provides a list of operations that one software program can request from another. For example, your AI application could use a weather API to get the current forecast, and then use that information to give personalized advice. By combining your AI model with various APIs, you can create a much more powerful and useful system. This process, called AI orchestration, is about making different tools and AI agents work together to accomplish a complex goal. Once you have built and tested your AI model, you may want to customize it for a specific task. This process is called fine-tuning. It involves taking a large, pre-trained model and training it a little more on your own specific data. For example, you could fine-tune a large language model on your company's customer support chats. This will make the model an expert in your company's products and policies, allowing it to provide much more accurate and relevant answers. Customizing your model ensures that it is perfectly suited for its intended purpose and provides the best possible experience for your users. Finally, After all your hard work, you need a way to share your AI application with the world. This is called deployment. You need to take your model, which is just code running on your computer, and make it accessible to users over the internet. A simple and popular way to do this for beginners is by using a Python web framework called Flask. Flask allows you to wrap your AI model in a simple web application. With just a few lines of code, you can create a web page where a user can enter some text, send it to your model, and see the AI-generated result. This is the final, rewarding step, launching your creation for others to use and enjoy. Visit www.vmez.com.pk